Hello and welcome back to another episode of Real at Midnight. I am Pahua.
I'm Gao.
And I'm Jessica.
All right. So before we dive into our topic today, how was everyone's weekend?
It was good. I think mine was pretty quiet.
Yeah. Other than our event on
Yeah.
Friday that we will
Yeah.
get into.
Yeah.
How was yours, Gal?
It was good. I was in Chicago for the weekend. Two of my sisters, they got tickets to the Blackpink show, and they said it was really fun, and I heard a lot of good things about it. A lot of people went. Some of my friends went on Thursday too because it was a 2-day concert. So, yeah, it was good. We had a good sister bonding weekend. We did a couple of different things that we haven't done before, like go to the Color Factory, which was really fun.
That looked really fun.
Yeah, it was. I definitely recommend it. And then we went to the Museum of Illusions, and that was cool too. There's actually one coming to MOA pretty soon, so I recommend checking that out as well. We tried Jollibee. Is that what it's called? The Filipino
the fried
chain?
chicken. Yeah.
It was okay. I don't think I would go again.
That's what I said to you. I think Popeyes is better.
Yeah, I like Popeyes and KFC a lot better than Jollibee, but that's my opinion. What else did we do? We went to H Mart 2 times, which is fun.
Did you guys get an Airbnb or like a hotel?
We did a hotel instead.
Okay.
So our hotel was near Magnificent Mile, and we basically just walked everywhere, except for the second day was when we wanted to go to Chinatown, so we needed to, get a train ticket. But it was really good, a lot of fun. We just got back a couple hours ago, but despite that, like, it was a nice weekend. Cold, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to hear about your event though on Friday.
Yes. Well, before we talk about that, we just want to let you guys all know that we are drinking tea tonight. One of our audience member had asked or kind of suggested that we should drink tea on an episode, so that's what we are drinking tonight. If you guys have any drinks in particular you want us to drink, definitely shoot us a message or email us, and we will try to get it on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Today we're drinking peppermint tea, which is really yummy, my favorite. I don't know if you guys like peppermint tea though.
It's good. I like it so
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
Anything mint, really.
Yeah, I agree. So,
Where
should we start? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could start with finding out that the event was split, because I didn't know that the event was split. Because it was supposed to be on Friday. And
Wait, do you want to like talk about what the event actually is first?
Oh, whoops.
I don't
yes.
think people know like
Oh,
what your
okay.
event you're referring to.
Okay. The event that we're talking about tonight is Huab and Win's meet and greet event. They're famous singers from overseas, from Laos, I want to say. So, and they're over here in the U.S. Basically, they're here for an event, a fashion show event, and they're also here for their tour. So, so today we're talking about the meet and greet. This is apparently this is their first, or it is their first event here in the U.S. or in Minnesota. So, let's get started. I want to start with this event. Well, I didn't know that this event was split into two because when they advertised this event, it was supposed to be for 100 people only. And so I was like, oh, okay, maybe it'd be like intimate or whatever since there's only 100 people. And I didn't know that it was split into two. Like half of the group go on Friday and half of the group goes on Sunday. And Bahul brought it up, and I was like, what event? There's another event, or what happened? And so, I read through some Facebook comments, and, I was surprised that they split into two. It was such an inconvenience for those that had to go on Sunday since they initially planned it for a Friday. And I was upset too, or it wasn't fair because the people that goes on Friday, like they won't get a performance, but people that goes on Sunday will get a performance. And I just thought that wasn't fair because we pay the same price, you know?
Yeah, no, I didn't know about the split until literally Friday afternoon before we were gonna the event date, because I think I was kind of snooping around Hmong Nouveau's Facebook page, and then I saw people commenting that Sunday's group will get a performance, but Friday's group won't. And I was like, I didn't even know that they were gonna do that. I think you told us that was gonna be a Hmong house, right?
Yeah,
you change a venue.
Yes. And so I was like, oh, okay, well that should be fine. That should be enough space to house 100 people.
Yeah.
Right. And so then I was like, it didn't even occur to me that they would split the group. Because why would you do 50 on Friday and then 50 on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so odd.
But then I, again, like just go snooping through the comments. And then turns out that they were going to do the performance, like you said. They did not specify how many people were there. I think you and I were both, and probably got to, we're all under the impression that was still 100 people.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I think initially I was like, oh, that's kind of, like you said, unfair that Sunday's group gets a performance. But at the same time, we bought tickets knowing that there wasn't going to be a performance.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the end of the world that we don't get a performance.
Yeah.
And secretly I was praying that
They would
just sing a song or something for the audience.
That would be nice. I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but keep going.
But I like one thing, but before we say that, but before that, about like the performance on one day and no performance on the other, like when they had that location change, they said that they sent an email out to everyone, and I never received an email.
I never received it either.
That's so odd. The communication was terrible. In general.
And I guess one thing that I was kind of upset about too is that Hmong Nouveau, their page, like they didn't make an announcement about the location change. It was, I think, an organizer or a person or a member in the organization that posted about the location change
on their own Facebook page.
Yeah, and so I was like, how am I supposed to know?
It's like they didn't want you to show up even after you bought the tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that was kind of like upsetting. But then, like, we bought the tickets knowing that it was just a meet and greet, like no performance, right? I get that, but then like, you can't just split the group in two and say that, oh, because I guess there's two platforms to buy the tickets, and
that's odd too, though.
Yeah.
Yes, and I don't remember seeing that because I think you sent the screenshot saying, hey, they're doing a meet and greet within like the first 30 minutes of the posting.
Yeah.
And so I remember only seeing one link.
Yeah.
And you click on it and you either buy the tickets or you don't buy the tickets.
Right? That's what I remember too. Just one link, nothing else. I just felt like that was terrible. Maybe they like did a free trial for each and they were limited to like 50 tickets.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I heard that through the Facebook comments, I read that they sold over like 900 tickets or something like that.
Yeah, I don't understand how they did that. Which is, I don't know, because I felt like the post itself was geared towards like the first 100 tickets, right? For $25. So does that mean like all the tickets afterwards are more expensive, or was it like,
or they already like sold the tickets?
They already sold the tickets and
they're just trying to fill up people. Yeah.
But we never even heard about a meet and greet before then either. So I wonder, like, was it a very exclusive party that only certain people knew about, and then they decided, let's open it up to more people after that? Maybe, I don't know, just giving them the benefit of the doubt. But
I mean, we're very like grateful that Hmong Nouveau like sponsored Huab and Win.
Yeah, of course, because otherwise we would have never gotten a chance to even see them in person and like take a photo of them and get their autograph. I know it was, before I get into more details on our experience that night, because that was literally all we did. Take a photo, autograph, and then we're off the stage.
I'm still so angry about that. But yeah. That was the big, like before the event.
Yeah, you said there were a lot of things that happened before the event. Even when they got to the US and how they were picked up here in Minneapolis at the airport, right?
Yeah. Their promo video and the limo. That was, I think it's very nice of them to want to pick them up in a nice vehicle.
Yeah.
I think, they're VIPs. They should be treated as VIPs to arrive in, a
Yeah.
nice limo, a nice car. I did think it was a little awkward that everyone was dressed up except Huab and Win. But I get that they had just gotten off a 30-plus hour flight. They obviously would want to be in comfortable clothing for their own comfort level.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of awkward watching that video, and I can tell they were very tired. I think
they
a lot of people commented on that on Facebook, like, why would you record them when they're so tired? Why does everyone dress up? What's going on in this so-called promo video?
In that instance, it seemed like the hosts, organizers were the VIPs, and Finn and Hoa were not.
Like they were the entertainment or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just bad publicity, I want to say. Yeah.
I know they had good intentions, but
Yeah.
I think it just didn't go.
It didn't turn out
Yeah.
as well as they probably had hoped.
Right.
But let's see what that promo looks like, though. Like, if you put in that much money and effort into it, like, let us see, too.
Is there like an actual video, like a promo video? I thought the Facebook video was the promo video.
Oh, just like their live that they did?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the promo. Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But that was taken down, right? That's what I heard.
The video?
Yeah.
I think it's still up.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't check.
I don't know.
Oh, I saw comments that it was taken down.
But I want to talk about their social media person, because that person that like responds to comments and stuff like that. I get like people are like their comments are like they make you heated or whatever.
Oh,
There
yeah.
were some very rude comments.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
People are mean.
Yes.
Yeah, but I feel like the person that was answering back as Mong Novu, whatever, they were also like very like,
Not the most professional.
yeah.
Unprofessional.
Yeah.
The infamous comment, right? We will act accordingly when
We have professional fans.
that comment has been screenshotted and posted
Yeah.
so many times.
I know. Some
Yeah.
people have their own copies of it.
Yeah, and I think, and that's not the only comment. Like there was many other comments too that the Hmong Nouveau responder made that was just kind of like it just put like a bad impression on me. So
Right? They
Yeah.
didn't treat people fairly, and they didn't respond in a nice way either. So it was just
yeah.
bad on top
Yeah.
of bad.
yeah, like there's a way to like respond back professionally if you're like angry or heated or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. But I don't know.
I hope they take it as a learning opportunity if they want to do another event and get support. Like they still have the fashion show this coming weekend to do too. So like we'll see how everything comes
Yeah.
together for
Yes.
them.
I have to tell
Maybe
you,
they'll turn themselves around.
I have to tell you guys that I'm going to their fashion show event.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
buy tickets?
My sister-in-law invited me to go with her.
Aw,
since she needed
fun.
a partner. Her partner backed out, so she was like, "Hey, come with me." So I was like, "Okay." Ooh.
Oh, that's going to be so fun. You have to
Yes.
let us know
Yeah.
how it goes.
I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm also nervous too
Oh, why?
because of my experience with Friday's event. But
Well,
see
they
how
have
it
more
goes.
security at the armory, and they posted just recently that they have like the police officers and security guards and everyone on standby, like ready to go
Oh, okay. Yeah, for the event or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
for this coming weekend at the fashion show.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that. But that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because and I've said this before, I don't think the security guards there at Friday's meet and greet were exactly professional, or I don't even want to
Have
say
any experience?
yes, or if they're even legit security guards.
Yeah.
So talk about that. Like, what happened when you guys got there?
Yeah. Ooh.
Uh,
It's like, where to start? Well, I will say we were not the first ones to get there. We didn't get there at 7 when the doors opened. We got there at 8 to try and avoid lines because it it was cold that night, and my ass is pregnant, so we were not trying to wait outside for a long time. So we didn't get there until 8. I know when we got there, you and Tujer heard some yelling,
Yeah,
right?
Tujer heard. Well, we heard yelling from the door, the entrance door, and Tujer was like, "Oh, can we even like enter? Like they're like yelling and arguing at the door." But we were like, I was like, I don't care. I got a ticket, so I'm gonna go in. So like we walked to the door, and then Tujer and I, we got in, and then
Did they scan your tickets though?
yeah, they did. But it was like you have to walk in a few yards, let's say a couple yards for them to. They'll have a table and
It
then
was just a couple feet.
Oh,
yeah.
like indoor
Like
once
yards
you
is pretty
enter.
far.
yeah, yeah. But I was like ready to go to see Huab and Win. But then Tujer was like, wait, but Juan and TK are not inside yet. And I was
You
like,
forgot about your friend.
Yeah, she left us.
no, because oh
Now
my
it
gosh,
comes out.
No.
She really did dish you.
No, when we got there, like the security guy was like yelling. Like when he was like yelling, he was like, I don't know. I feel like the security guards were yelling at everyone like dogs. Like I get it. Like the crowd was like uncontrollable. Like they were insane. But then, like what the security group was not professional at all. Like they were just yelling. Like no filter or anything. Like profanity. They were yelling profanity and stuff like that. So that already like put me in shock. Like oh shoot. Like what did we walk into? And so, like, I was distracted by that. And I was like, okay, like, this guy, who do he think he is? Like, I just want to leave this area and go to the stage. And then Tujer was like, wait, but Juan TK's not here. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, no, because we got there, and then I think there was a couple people in front of us. So you guys went
Oh, really?
with it, or was it just you guys?
I thought it was just us. I think it's just us.
It was just crowded. There was people going in and out the door.
Yeah.
And then you guys went in, and then the security guy, who I swear was wearing pajamas, he closed
like
the
Post
door.
Malone.
Yeah, and then he closed the door, and then I stood there. I was like, okay, I didn't know what to do, right? Because you guys walked in, and we were still out here. There was no one behind us.
There's
And
no one?
I don't think there's anyone behind us.
Oh.
And then I said, can we go in? And he said, no, you guys can't go in right now. There's 400 plus people in there. We've reached max capacity. You need to wait until people come out, and then you can go in. And then I'm just thinking to myself, like, wait, well, why is there 400 plus people in here? It's supposed to only be 50 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and then there were already, honestly, like 10 or so people outside the door smoking too. And so I'm just like, okay, what the heck? And he goes, yeah. And the guy, he continues to say, yeah, like if the fire marshal comes here and they see this place, they're going to shut the whole thing down. And in my head, I'm thinking, maybe they should come and shut the whole thing down. Because why is there 400 people here?
Right.
But
This
I
was
was,
supposed to be your personal time. We went
yes.
and
Yes. And so I was like, okay, so we just stood there. And then
I was so angry. I was like, oh my goodness.
I know, because I looked at you, the women eye contact, and you like gestured your hand to come in too.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't. He closed the door.
I was so like, after that, I was like so pissed off too. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I was like, Tujer, can you go talk to the security guy? And but I mean, like, Tujer couldn't do anything too, because like we did reach like there was like 400 plus people in the venue. So
Yeah, and then there were people walking out, and then I think there's probably 4 or 5 people that walked out. And I
yeah,
said,
I saw that too.
yeah, and I said, okay, can we go in now? Because people are coming out. And he goes, no, they're only out here to smoke. They're gonna go right back in. You can't go in yet.
what the heck?
Yeah, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
and then
okay, this is
so
BS.
those people that were smoking can wait out there until more people exit,
Yeah.
and then they can come back in.
For real.
I was okay, emotional side, put it away.
It's good. Let
Yeah.
it out.
So I was just frustrated. We were standing there. People were smoking. The doors closed. And then the security guard, he made a comment. He said, well, you know, if you guys got $100, you guys can come right in. And then TK and I looked at each other. And then we didn't make a comment. Like, we didn't respond to him. And then he kind of just, like, turned away. Because I think he knew that we were not going to give him money to go right in. Because we already paid for our ticket.
Right.
Why is he gonna bribe you guys?
I don't
like
know.
that?
And then, like, we stood out. We continued to stand out there.
Yeah.
And then in a little bit, he like pulls out like a bunch of $100 bills in his pocket. And there was the other security guard. And he had curly hair.
The
With
light skinned one.
Yeah. And then he comes and the guy in the pajamas, he said, hey, can you go exchange this for some smaller bills? So he gave $100 to the other security guy, and he went into the building. So I'm assuming people probably gave him money to go in because he had like a stack of
That is
$100
so
bills.
sketchy.
Yeah. But we eventually got in, thank goodness. And that was really weird too. I don't think they really scanned our tickets. I think the lady, she looked at it and then she just...
Oh, really? She didn't use her scanner?
I don't think so.
Oh, she used her scanner on mine. I mean, you could have gone today too. But it's
No
canceled.
more
It's
today,
canceled. Yeah. And then I think just their security check-in was very strange too. I don't think it was...
Oh my gosh, that security dude! Like, I was standing there for a while, and then right when I was gonna walk away, he was like, "Hey, like, no, not yet." And the teacher's like, he has to like pat you down. I was like, really? Like, I was standing here for a while. You weren't doing anything. Like,
What
when
the
I
hell?
leave,
These
you're gonna
guys
do...
are not doing their jobs
Seriously.
at all.
Same thing with me too. We stood there for a bit.
I know,
Once
I
we got
saw.
in, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go. And then he pulled me my jacket back. And I was like, oh, I gotta check you. And then he just quickly checked me, and he had a black retractable pen, and literally just put an X on my hand.
That's it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's it? How come you guys don't have like a stamp
Yeah.
or some sort of wristband for
That's
people or check IDs or
Poor
nothing?
planning
Oh, yeah.
on Home Nouveau's part. Like,
Yeah.
logistically, everything, all the details of it, that's just awful.
Yeah.
You could have postponed it and make it better, but you didn't.
Yeah.
It would have been better if they had put more thought and effort into it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they were just too excited.
True. But I feel like the event was very, like, what is it? Like, very, I don't want to say, it's not immediate, but it was very, like,
Too quick
yeah.
to have happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, I mean, like, the VIPs just got there, like, the night before. They must be, like, jet-lagged or, like, tired.
That's so rough.
Yeah.
To be jet lagged like that and be expected to like meet thousands of people and then be traumatized from it later.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're traumatized because Ho was crying at the event.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Because people were fighting, not listening to
yeah.
the security guards. She didn't want people to get in trouble from the videos that I've
Yes, there's
seen.
a lot of videos floating around on social
Yeah.
media of the event.
Yeah, lots of negative comments about the event, and just hearing from your two's experience too. Like, gosh, it just sounds so awful. Like, what a terribly planned event, and I feel so bad for Win and Hua to have
Yeah.
been there for that.
Like, I am so happy that I got a picture with them, but then at the same time, like, overall, it was just horrible. Like, everything was just horrible. I feel horrible for Huab and Win. They must be traumatized. They probably don't want to come back after this tour. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think because when we got in, we tried to find a spot for us up front. Like, so I think you saw an empty space towards the far left.
Yes.
So we kind of like finesse our way
Yes.
over there. So we were somewhat close, but not as close as some of the other fans.
We're more to the side.
Yeah, and I will say, like, when we were making our way through there were a lot of alcohol kind of everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yes, like
There was guys that were like shirtless.
yes, they're bottle boys and bottle girls.
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, they're. I remember we were standing there, and there was a guy to my right, and he was holding a pail of beer, and he said, "Beer, $5, $5."
What kind of event is this? That's
I
just
don't.
bizarre.
Yeah, and they had shot girls walking around carrying shots and kind of like these test tubes. So they were really like, no,
They're like really trying to get people
yes, to drink.
drunk. Yeah.
Oh my god, that just makes for a bad event too. When there's too many, when there are too many drunk people.
Yes.
That on top of cases of beer that people were allowed to buy, which I get is typical for Hmong House, but for a meet and greet event like this, I don't
Yeah.
think that should have been allowed.
There should have been more regulations to it.
And I think if they wanted to sell alcohol, I'm not saying don't sell alcohol, I'm saying if they wanted to, they could have just limited where you can just buy one
Yeah.
at the bar area.
Yeah.
And you come back to your seat
Yeah.
and have
I
like a
agree.
casual drink. Whereas they kind of treat it as their typical events where you could buy cases on cases.
Bring
and,
it to the table.
yeah, and bottles, and have people walking around with alcohol. And it
Wow.
it just set the mood in a very,
Yeah.
very distasteful way.
Yeah, but before we continue, we're gonna take a break a bathroom break, warm up our tea, and then we'll come back.
Yes. Okay, and we are back. I think Jessica and I kind of want to talk a little bit more about our wait to get our actual like meet and greet with Win and Hoa, because I will say the crowd was very rowdy.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of girls were very excited to see Win. I know
Who
everyone
wouldn't be, right?
Yeah, because I know everyone's seen the video of someone throwing a bra. Win had the bra up there, the "Marry Me Win" sign.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was a Marry Me Win sign?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the girls are definitely very excited. I will say Jessica and I were there more for Hoa than for Win. But yes, then we were in the crowd, and then I think they finished talking, and then they was like, okay, now we're gonna do a signing event,
Yeah.
their autograph. And so they pulled the big chair up to the front of the stage, and then Hoa and Win sat there, and they said, everyone needs to get in line to get
Yeah.
their autograph.
Yeah. I also wanted to add that the part where, like how you said, the crowd was very rowdy and very insane. There is one point where one of the security like took the mic and they were like, "Hey, you guys need to calm down," you know? And I was like, okay, like, who are you? Like, you're the security. Where is Mong Nouveau? Like, who hired who? Like, that was so unprofessional. I feel like Mong Nouveau could have, like, done a better job at managing or, like, telling the security, like, hey, I got this. Like, you just do your job. Like, I don't need you to, like, come say all these things on stage. I don't know. That just, like, I was just, like, I think with everything that has happened already from the door to that time, like, I was just so done with the security guards. Yeah.
And not only that, when we got up front, there were no like gates or
Yeah,
no ropes or
no.
anything to kind of tell the fans like this is where you're supposed to be. Instead,
Single formation
yeah,
through here.
yep, there was none of that. It was
Oh
just
my gosh.
there was a couple of security guards standing up front.
Yeah, they were just standing up front. And then the only thing, what they used to, like, back people up was their arms. They would just, like, push, the, like, girls or, like, the audience, like, back. And I was like, that is so, like, what the heck did I walk into?
Yes,
You know?
I feel like that was quite inappropriate.
Yeah.
I think they could have taken again like proactive measures, have gates there, let the audience or the fans know that you're not supposed to cross this. Because if you're just standing there, obviously people are going to inch their way up and you're going to inch your way back.
Right.
And then once you get too close to the stage, what are you going to do? Obviously you're going to have to like physically prompt people to move back.
Right.
And that was resulting in a lot of crowds getting more rowdy and more amped up because it's like, why are they pushing us back?
Right? Like, why are these people touching me or pushing me in this direction? I don't want to be touched or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, like they were starting the signing event, so they're like, we need you to make one line here, one line here, one line here, or one line here. And I was like,
But why?
because I guess they wanted people, like, I guess one by one to go get the signature or whatever. But then, like, there was like no ropes or anything to kind of like control those lines, or like the line is right here, so you need to like be in this area. But yeah, and I was like, okay, what the heck? Nobody's listening, so I'm not even gonna try to listen to.
Because how are you going to get in line when
no one
is no
else is,
line.
yeah.
no one else is complying, or the people who are trying to comply
Yeah.
can't comply because of the people who aren't?
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, what the heck? And then people were still like not listening. So they're like, okay, we need 2 lines. 1 line here, 1 line here. And then we got in line. And then like a few minutes later, they're like, okay, we need to make 1 line on this side. And I was like, what the hell? Like,
We're in line already.
yeah, like, did you guys not think this through? Like, are you guys just like improvising or like winging it? And so we got into the 2 lines. We were on the right side of the stage because I was like, okay, like,
They kept shifting us. Like, everyone's
Yeah.
to the right. Everyone's to the right.
Yeah.
Everyone's to the right. And so
we went all the way to the right side. And then, like, a few minutes later, the Hmong guy with the blue hair, he was like, okay, we need 2 lines. 1 one line here and one line here. I'm like,
so
what?
they were directing it after a while.
The Hmong guy finally came up.
Oh, wow.
Because during that first few times where they were trying to make lines, it was just the security guards. So, of course, nobody's going to listen.
Was there no MC?
There were.
I think it was the two lady hosts who would
Yeah.
they
were
just
bad?
disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah, they did. Like, they kind of just let the security guards run the whole
take
thing,
over.
which I thought was, like, not good because who hired who, you know? And so, yeah, so we were in line, and then eventually those two lines disappeared too because people just kept, like, coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, and so...
Well, the fact that they're like, okay, everyone get in line, and then nobody really followed through at that too. You know, thankfully our security guy, he physically came and like pushed people into a line, so we were all in line. So I think
Yes.
our line was decently good.
Yes, it was the other side.
Yeah.
So how long did you wait in line to get your picture then?
At least 45 minutes,
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
say.
dang.
And we were pretty up close too. I'm not gonna lie. Before they even started,
Yeah.
I want to say we were maybe like not even 10th in line, or maybe we were 10th in line in our line.
I feel like we were like 30th in line or something like that. Because, like, after that, like, well, like, they didn't pick us to go up, you know. The lines eventually disappeared. So, like, they didn't go first come, first serve, or whoever was in line first, they'll go next. They basically, the Hmong guy with the blue hair, basically just, like, picked people. Like, okay, you next. And it's just like,
Dang.
whew, it's just like...
She's heated.
It was just like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, no, it was just so unprofessional. And then,
No, the security guys were picking people out too. I saw on our right, because we were the line. There were people on the right who were not in line, but he was like bringing girls up onto the stage. And then the blue hair guy, I think he's the CEO, he saw it, but he didn't say anything. He just kind of rolled his eyes.
yeah.
And so the security guard continued to bring girls up on stage while we were here waiting our turn.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel fair. And it also,
We saw a lot of interesting things.
yes.
Oh, jeez.
And I've mentioned this on my post on Facebook. Like, there are a lot of drunk girls who were dancing and groping the security guards.
Yes.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was,
And they, like, a lot of them got to go up first. Yeah.
so that was frustrating too.
Because I saw one when, like, she got up on stage and then, like, she was, like, touching one of the security guards' butt. And I was like, really? Like, we have to go that far just to go on stage first?
Yeah.
Ooh.
For what's
First it was
supposed
$100, and now
Yeah.
touch my ass and you go up first.
Exactly, for what's supposed to be, I thought, a professional meet and greet. You know, like, I didn't know we had to
Do that.
do all that to see Huab and Win and win. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, jeez. So that was annoying and frustrating. And then I think when we finally got to the front
It
of the
took
line,
a while too, because the Hmong guy was like picking his people he know from the back to come to the front, and then he like let them go first. Like we were in line for a while already, and then two people, like he would see like two people that he knows from the back. He'd be like, and then they get there and he puts them on stage. Like even our husbands witnessed
Wow.
that too. Like
Yeah.
they were in the back. They were sitting in the back and they saw that.
Oh, they were waiting for you two in the back?
they were in line with us, but it was just so rowdy, and our husbands, they did not plan to do any photos up there, and
Yeah.
so we're like, okay, that's fine, you guys can go to the back. So we stood in line, and then, and I will say that I think our line, from what I saw, was at least pretty pretty calm, and
Yeah.
really like following the directions. Okay,
Yeah.
we're waiting our turn. When are we gonna get to go? But there were people
Yeah.
to our left and to our right that was very rowdy.
yeah.
I don't know what else to say, but they would continue to push. I know there's a couple girls that tried to get in front of us, and then I was like, oh, come on, guys, just stay in line.
Were these people drunk?
They probably
They
were.
probably
under the
were.
influence, yeah.
I saw a couple girls on the floor right there with bare bottles.
I should just said,
Yeah.
excuse me, the back of the line is over there.
Yeah.
But I know that doesn't always work too.
Yeah.
You can't reason with people who are unreasonable.
There were like a group of 4 or 5 people. There were like a couple girls and like a few guys in the group, and then like they didn't get to go. Like eventually the girls got to go up first, and then they didn't like let the guys go for a while, and then like whenever the guys go up, like they would push the security guards would push the guys down. Like I just thought that was so unfair. Like you guys pay attention to the other group over here, but you guys don't pay attention to this group over here. Like they're together. Like why didn't you guys let them go together? You know?
Yeah, the group right in front of us. It was a guy and 2 girls, and they already told their security guards that they are a group of 3, and they wanted to go together. And I think they waited for quite some time. I think even their security guard I saw was like, "Hey, this group is next. This group is next to go up on stage," and they continued to wait there.
Yeah.
And then when they finally went up, they only allowed the 2 girls up and not the guy.
Yeah, when
Oh my
when the
God.
guy went up, like they pushed him back down. Like there's like 2 or 3 people that pushed him back down.
That is so rude.
And he even said like, "I'm with
Yeah.
the girls," and the girl said he's with us.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let him up on the stage.
Right.
That's awful.
So
Oh my
they're
gosh.
definitely picking and choosing who to go up on the stage.
And you guys all bought the same ticket too. No one was a VIP, but people were being treated like they were VIPs. The
Yeah.
discrimination there.
And so, and there's one point where like we were next, we were like in front, and then the security guard did his little thing where he's trying to back people, and then Boal got caught in his little arm thing, and arm barricade.
Yeah.
And he like pushed Boal back, and Boal was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like hitting the guy like, "Don't do that. She's fucking pregnant."
Jessica got my back because I was trying to like get back on my balance, and Jessica immediately was like, "She's fucking pregnant."
Yeah, don't touch her.
For real.
I was so like,
Good job, Jessica.
Yes, thank you.
I was so like done. I was like, let's just let me get the signature and let me get out, because
Yeah.
I am so done with this place. But
Y'all should have left and called the cops. Be like, these people here are going crazy. Need some security in there.
Right. And before anyone says, "Why did you go to the event if you're pregnant?" Nowhere in the event page or comment posting did it say pregnant women are not allowed
right,
there.
it's not
Right?
It's
That's
not like-
discriminatory too. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Right. It said 18 plus. And then I think, so I'm like, okay, it's fine for me to go there. I'm pregnant. They should be able to accommodate that, as well as
Yeah.
if there's anyone who has a disability. You know, if they're in a
Exactly.
wheelchair, they should be able to go to this event.
Right, and it was supposed to be just 100 people. Right, so
But from our experience, it was definitely not pregnant woman friendly or people with disability friendly. Because
Yeah.
if you were in a wheelchair, there was no way you would have made your way up there. Or if you were on crutches, or if you had a broken leg or whatever. So the fact that they couldn't accommodate to those people was very frustrating to myself. Because it was like, okay, why are you laying hands on people?
Yeah.
And I think I saw him kind of smiling and laughing a little when he pushed the girls back. So
I think
it almost seemed like
he enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
very purposeful. Like, okay, I'm just gonna touch these girls and push them back.
How
It was very
disgusting.
gross.
Yeah, like they didn't have steps for you to step on and then get on stage. It was just
Really?
like get on stage. It was like a
Like, you gotta climb up and jump down.
yeah,
Dang.
basically. So that happened. We eventually got to go.
Yes, we
Such
did.
poor planning.
Yeah.
So how was your experience actually up there?
It was so quick. Like, I
It
understand meet and greets are quick. You know, like, you're not gonna get there to sit and talk with them
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. And I was not expecting that. But I will say, when we got up there, I think I was in front of Jessica. When one of the hosts was a camera person.
Yeah.
There was another lady getting her photo taken. She was sitting with Win and Huab, and then there was another security guard who literally pulled me and said, "Get ready, you're up next. Get ready, get your phone out." And then she immediately got off the stage, and then it was my turn to sit down, and I was like, "Hi," and then I was like, "Oh, I have pictures. They're photos for them to sign," and then they're already like, look up for the photo," and then we just look up. Win signed it, Huab signed it, and then
They weren't even finished signing. They got you up already.
Win
Oh my
signed it, and then I
gosh.
got up. They really got me off the stage.
Yeah.
To the side of the stage, and then Huab was still signing it. The security guard. There was another one by the exit ramp.
Yeah, by the stairs. Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, you gave him your picture, right? Okay, wait right here. Wait right here, then you'll get your picture." And I was like, "Okay." And then it was Jessica's turn.
So it was my turn, and my plan was to like take a picture with them, and then I wanted Win to hold my phone and take a selfie with us three, you know? But then that didn't happen. It was just that picture, and then like I was so sad because like I was there for Hua, and I didn't even get to like take a glance at her or anything.
No.
So like I took a glance at Win, but like I didn't look at Hua. Like I didn't get to like conversate or say hi at all. Like I think it just went by so fast that I didn't get to say hi, and I was so upset. Like I wanted to be like I'm your fan. Like you're so good, you know.
Or like welcome to America, your first time, or just something. But we did not get that chance.
No,
to say
we
it.
didn't. It was just
That's
like
so unfortunate.
yeah, it was just like sit down, take picture, get out. It was not a meet and greet at all. It was just sit down, take a picture, get out.
Yeah, that really what it was.
Yeah.
And it sucks that they had there's smoke going on. So I think some people's photos were not good.
Really?
Yeah.
It was very dark there as well. You can tell from our photos. I was expecting more light.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the music was so loud too. Like even if you tried to have a conversation with them, like you wouldn't be able to hear properly. So it was just all like a big hot mess. But
It sounds like it.
so like the security guard, I don't know who was taking my phone, but I remember the security guard like was holding my phone and like snatched my phone away from him because like I wanted to like sit here for a little bit, like let me say hi or whatever. Like I want to take a selfie, you know. But then he was like, "Get up!" Like he grabbed me and he was like, "Get up! It's like you're done. Like you have to get off the stage now." So I was like, "What the heck?" And then like my picture, I didn't get my picture back too, and so I was standing on the side of the stage, and then a security guard came and he was like pushing me back too, and he was like. I was like, "Hey, I'm waiting for my picture," and then but Hua didn't even get her picture back yet too.
Yeah,
so
really?
yeah, we were waiting for a couple pictures, and I was just so upset. He was pushing me off the stage, and then more girls were coming too.
Yes, there was a girl that came from the side of the stage to like meet them in the back when you're supposed to be waiting in the front to get up on stage. And so the security guard was trying to push you and her off. And then I was like, "Oh no, Jessica, you're gonna fall down the stairs." I'm in the back trying to hold you.
I think I did like
One step?
Yeah, I think I missed a step or something like that. But I got upset, so I was like, "Don't fucking touch me."
Yeah,
He-
as
he
you
was.
should.
I gave him
Yeah.
a tap.
Right?
It was just a tap, okay?
Because you're just waiting for your photo.
I was so upset. Like the whole experience was like not like what I expected, but yeah.
That's so shameful for them to like put up an event like that and not say anything about how disastrous it was after the fact too.
No, like there was like no
There's
public
nothing
statement at all.
about how awful it was and how they could have done better and like at least apologize that it didn't go as well as everyone thought it would have and saying that they will do better. I mean, they're trying to say they'll do better by adding more security and make sure like they have the appropriate people in place, but they should have really thought about that way beforehand and got that ready for Friday night too.
They were supposed to have an event Sunday, and they said that they hired like cops and like professional security. So like, who are the people on Friday then that was being your security?
Not professionals at all. Did you all see Win's post the next day? Because he was like basically saying sorry.
Was it a video?
No, it was just a Facebook post.
Oh, I don't know if I.
Oh, that he didn't get to meet everyone, or what?
Yeah, something along those lines. And I was like, he's the first one to apologize. That's so sad. Like, you let your VIP apologize about how the event went last night. It should have been you who came out to the public and be like, yeah, sorry, didn't happen as we wanted to, like, whatever it might be, like, some sort of statement to apologize. But the lack of that is just kind of shows you, like, what kind of people they are.
Yes. So that's why I made my post, which I was very surprised.
It went viral.
Yeah, I was very surprised that happened because I was just talking about
I think
our
you
experience.
were one of the few that posted about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anyone else post about it either.
Which was very surprising to me because I don't think we were the only one who felt like the event
Yeah,
was
there
not.
were 396 other people.
Yeah, so I was very surprised. I will say that I was happy to see that there was a lot of comments saying that kind of having the same viewpoints as me. You know, people who were there and say that, yep, I was at the event. I agree with what you said. It could have been handled differently. There were also a lot of people who tagged Mong Nouveau to see if they would like maybe put out an apology or take some sort of accountability of how the event went. And I don't think I saw them do any like comments or posts or anything on their page. So I think myself, and I'm sure a lot of other fans, are disappointed to see that there's, you know, all these people who are waiting for them to make some sort of public statement, and they didn't. The only one they did was that they were closed. They canceled tonight's event.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, like, I know a lot of people are going to be like, if you're not happy, then don't go, or, you know.
Yes, and I saw that on my post.
Yeah, I saw some of that.
But the point is not like I didn't want to go to be disappointed.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
I was expecting 100 people, 50 people.
You don't go anywhere to be disappointed.
Exactly. Like, I'm not going to pay money to be disappointed or be mad at the event. Like, I truly
Right.
wanted to see them, talk to them, take a photo of them, and tell them that I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's,
And that was supposed to be the purpose of it.
Yeah.
yeah. I guess I'm just mainly upset that they let the security guards run the show mostly. Like, the only people I saw that was working or on stage were the two MCs, and then the DJ, and then the Hmong guy. And that was it.
And I don't think they were very, in my opinion, very professional to begin with. I think the lady in the blue, because when Win got the bra, he made a comment, oh, like jokingly, like, oh, he likes girls with big boobs, or something about boobs. And then the lady MC, when they came up, and she said, Win, get on my hip. It was like very...
And she started twerking in front of him.
It was like very awkward, and Win was already in the
That was
back.
one of the hosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would think
God.
so.
That's so inappropriate.
And she's like, get on my hip, and started twerking. And then Win was like, ha ha ha. It's like, it was this very,
So uncomfortable.
yeah, very cringy and very weird that the MC would make a comment like that.
Yeah.
Here's
To
your
win.
taste of Momika people. Right?
Yeah.
Like, this is how we act here.
And I will say one thing that got me really upset was the donation thing. And I know I've talked about this. I've mentioned this on my post. Why are they asking for donations for you to get your picture autograph? Because I think you saw, because I think there were a lot of girls reaching up. They were asking for donations at the same time, which I guess is fine, you know. But the fact that they had a white paper bag, security guards taking it and then putting it in there was a little sus to me.
Yeah, I agree. Like, they could have, I don't know. Like, okay, whatever. Don't let me say that. But yeah, I saw like Pahua. She handed out her photo. The security guy looked like the front, the back of the photo, and there's like no money with it or no donation. So he like just basically like nah, and like moved on to the next.
He gave
person.
it back to me. He gave my picture back to me.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what? And there's some other girls like, wait, they only take your photo if you give them money? I thought this is like a free
Yeah.
autograph event.
Because
we
you
already
paid
paid
for
for our
it.
ticket. And so a couple of girls are really angry. They were kind of yelling at the Hmong dude because he was up there too. I think when he was up there, like, we gotta pay for this? Do we have to pay for an autograph? Like, they were upset. I was upset.
I would be upset too.
And like, you literally took the photo from my hand. Look at if there's money. There's no money, you hand it right back to me. So I was like, okay.
There's so many messed up things about
Yes.
that event.
Yes.
There was a comment that I saw on Facebook saying that like the security guards were like basically pocketing the donations as well. And like that night I did see like a security guard holding like some money in his hand. I don't know if it's his money. It could have been the donation money, but then it was just all very sus to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, if I'm giving them money, I'm giving it
To
directly
them.
to them or
Right.
Facebook paying them directly. I'm not going to hand to someone else, hand to them, or go through some sort of third, fourth person.
Right.
Because I want to make sure that it goes to them. because that's who
Yeah.
I'm giving the money to.
Plus, you saw that guy with $100 bills in
Yeah, it was
the beginning.
very-
too, and that
very
was
sketchy already.
odd.
Yeah, that was.
Well, what did you like about the event?
Oh, yes.
Let's leave with something positive.
Yes.
We didn't make it in time for the performance, but I think that it was just nice to.
Wait, the performance was before?
No, I get so apparently they sang a few songs.
Oh, after
At-
you guys.
No, before
Before
we
and
got.
after.
Oh,
I
before
think.
and
Oh,
after.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to, but I guess they ended up having them perform a few songs.
Okay. Makes sense.
But it was just nice to see them and their like how they are as a person. I thought that Huab and Win. I thought that Huab was very humble and
Yeah.
she she had like a lot of love for her fans, which was nice to see. And I think Win, he's like like I don't think I don't know him, but then like from what I see, like but I think he kind of likes it that a lot of girls like him. I can see
Yeah,
it.
he likes the attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
you can
think
tell.
that kind of like hypes him up and makes him excited. But
He is a very good looking man.
He
So
is.
In person?
Yes.
yes,
I know we got a photo of him. I didn't even get a good look at him, but from when we were looking at him on stage, he definitely looks very good. No, he is a good
It's his
looking man.
skincare.
I know. We should have bought his soap.
we should have.
Like the way he dresses, the way he presented himself was very attractive, I would say.
Very charming.
Yes, very charming. And Hua was her cute self, you know. And
She's so tiny. I thought she'd be
Yeah.
like taller or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's so tiny.
she's definitely different from her persona that she puts on her music video where she's bad. She's a
Yeah.
polite girl, which I love. You know, that's
Yeah.
the one thing I love about her, but to see her on stage and kind of be a little shy, a little humble, but still very sweet to the audience, that was really cool to see too.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like you two had a good experience just actually like getting to meet them. Not actually the whole event, but like
Yeah.
the once in a lifetime experience of actually doing that.
Yeah. But I'm hoping, I guess, for the fashion show, like VIPs get to like meet the models and performers. So at least that's what I heard. So hopefully I get
We'll
a
see.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's better this time around for you. You have
Yeah.
to let us know.
Yeah.
That'll be part of our next podcast.
Hopefully it's less chaotic and not, like, because I want to be able to enjoy it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I will say I'm excited to see them at Hmong New Year.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna perform, right? Are they gonna be at a booth?
I think
Maybe.
both.
Probably.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to actually hopefully get to talk to them and
Maybe a selfie.
shake their hand or something.
Yeah. Oh my
A
gosh.
selfie this time.
And all these people like hanging out with them
Oh, I
at
know.
like house parties or whatever.
So jealous.
No.
Yeah, jealous.
Invite us too if you,
Invite
if you hear
us.
this.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's it for today's podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.